All right, we're going to get started. We'll start on our backs. The head can be towards the back of the room, back of the mat. And once you get on your back, just spread out your legs wide. Bring your arms out wide to a T, 5-pointed star. And just begin to settle in. Maybe close your eyes. Just breathe your natural breath. Maybe scan your body. See if there's anywhere you're holding on to tension. Take a big inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, see if you can let that tension go. Letting go of whatever happened before you got to your mat today. And putting aside any to-dos for later. Maybe picture yourself taking those to-dos, placing them on a shelf, tucking them away. You can pick them back up at the end of class. All you have to do is be right here, right now. Begin to connect with our breath, breathing in through the nose deeply. Open mouth, exhale, let it out. Again, in through the nose, deep inhale. Full exhale. 2 more, just like that. And then if Ujjayi breath is in your practice, you can begin that, or just a simple inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose or mouth. On your next inhale, pull your knees into your chest. You can interlace your fingers around your shins or grab a hold of the backs of your thighs. Just drawing your knees in, giving yourself a little hug. Maybe rocking a little from side to side if that feels good. Then as you inhale, reach your arms out to a T with your palms up, keeping the knees drawn in. And on your exhale, go ahead and let your knees drop over to the right, taking a twist. Your gaze can come to your left hand if that feels okay. Breathing into the twist. One more inhale. Full exhale. We'll inhale our knees and a gaze back to center. And then as we exhale, we'll drop the knees over to the left, taking our gaze to the right if that feels okay. Two more breath cycles here. One more inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, we come back to center. And then as you exhale, allow the legs to stretch long. Bring your arms to your side. We'll inhale the left arm up into the back of the room, thumb down, palm faces in. And as you exhale, keeping your hips grounded, walk your feet to the bottom right corner of your mat. And then wiggle walk your upper body, head, and left arm to the top right corner, forming a crescent or curved shape with your body, like a banana. You can gaze upward or at your left armpit, breathing into it. If you'd like to deepen this a little, you can cross your left foot over your right. And you also have the option to take your right arm up and just grab a hold of your left wrist, deepening a little there as well. Two more breath cycles here. If you crossed your ankles, go ahead and uncross them. And if you grabbed a hold of your wrist, release that. Then begin to walk your upper body back to center, bringing your left arm to your side and allow the lower body to follow. We'll move to the opposite side. So on an exhale, keeping the hips grounded, walking the feet to the bottom left. And we'll inhale the right arm up and to the back, thumb down, palm in. Then wiggle walk the upper body over as well. Gaze can be up or at your right armpit. And if you like, you can cross your right foot over your left. And perhaps take a hold of your right wrist with your left fingers. Breathing into the side body. Cycle. You crossed your legs, go ahead and uncross them and release the wrist if you grabbed it. Bring the right arm down to the side and the upper body to center. Then allow the lower to follow. Then we'll push ourselves up and set up our blocks for a supported fish pose. So we want to take the blocks behind us to the top of our mats. The top block will be on the tallest setting. And then about 4 inches in front of it, place the second block on the medium setting. And the idea is we're going to lay back on this. Our mid back will come to about the bottom of the block and our head will be on the top. So our shoulder blades will be like on opposite sides of that bottom block. So if you lay back and it doesn't feel right and you need to adjust it, please do. Or if it feels too much, you can always lower the blocks one. The idea is this is a great heart opener. So you can bring your arms out to the side with your palms up if that's comfortable, or just allow them to rest at the side, palms down. Another option is to take your hands underneath your low back and interlace your fingers. So find what works best for you. And we'll return to our breath. 2 more rounds of breath here. One more inhale. Big open mouth exhale, let it go. If you interlace your fingers, release them. And just gently roll to one side off the blocks. And then just place them to the side. We'll need them later. And then come back to lie on your back. Oh yeah, probably. You're okay. So we're gonna come to mountain pose on our back. Our feet are about hip distance apart, feet are flexed, legs are engaged. Arms at our side, palms can be up or down. Engage through the core, as if you're standing in mountain, even though we're lying down. Take a big breath in, big breath out. On your next inhale, raise your right leg, stacking your right knee over your hip, keeping the feet flexed. Stay here or inhale your arms up into the back of the room. Supine one leg mountain. Engaging through the core. One more inhale. Exhale, release that leg down. Bring your arms back to your sides. Inhale, we'll raise the left knee, stacking it over the left hip. Keeping the feet flexed. Stay here or inhale your arms up into the back. One more inhale. Exhale, release it down. Arms come back to your side. Maybe wiggle the hips here a little. Then we'll inhale our right sole of our foot to the mat, so our knees towards the sky. And as you exhale, allow that right knee to open out to the right like a gate. You can place a block under the knee or the thigh here. And then find where you'd like to place the sole of your right foot on the inside of your left leg for a supine tree. So that could be at your ankle, could be at your calf or your thigh. And since we're not standing, it could even be at your knee. Shocker, we can do that. Just allowing that right hip to open up naturally here. You can grow your branches tall and bring your arms overhead, or press your palms together to your heart. Feeling the support of the earth. One more inhale. Exhale. Use your right hand to bring that right knee back up towards the sky, the sole of the foot to the mat, and then slide the right foot out to meet the left. We'll inhale the sole of the left foot to the mat, knee towards the sky. And as we exhale, we open the left knee out to the left side like a gate. Again, you can use a block here if that serves you. Find where you'd like to place the sole of your foot on the inside of your right leg. And remember to keep your right foot flexed. Choose your arm variation. breathe. Two more breaths here. And on your next inhale, use your left hand to bring the left knee back up towards the sky. And then slide the left foot to meet the right. We'll inhale, drawing our knees in, giving ourselves a hug again. Maybe circling the ankles one way, then the other. I love a good ankle circle. Then release your hands and allow your knees to drop to one side. We'll push ourselves up. Grab your blocks. We'll come to standing at the top of our mat. And place your blocks there on the tall setting. Okay. So we'll come to mountain pose. Feet are about hip distance apart. Nice 11s on the mat. You can rock back and forth, finding your center of balance. When that feels good, lift all your toes, place them back down one at a time. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale, drawing the shoulder blades together, rolling them back and down. Belly in, chest out. Maybe a gentle tuck of the tailbone. Nice strong mountain pose. Your next inhale, press your hands together at your heart. We'll take a moment to set an intention for our practice today. If you have one in mind, beautiful, please go with that. Otherwise, I suggest the intention, I shine bright. So deep inhale through the nose, I shine. Open mouth, exhale, bright. Release your hands. Inhale your arms to cactus or goalpost, drawing the shoulder blades together. As we exhale, we'll hinge to the right. Seeing that nice crescent stretch in our side bodies. Breathing in and out. One more inhale. Full exhale. Inhale back to center. We'll exhale, hinging to the left. Keeping the shoulder blades drawn together. One more inhale. Full exhale. Inhale back to center. And you can release your arms. We'll place them on our hands on the small of our back with our fingertips pointed down, preparing for a little back bend. So grounding down through your feet, belly in, chest out. And as you exhale, allow your hips to shift forward. Keep your chin drawn in at first. Find where it feels comfortable for you in this back bend. And then, if it feels okay, you can allow your head to gently fall back. Make sure your breath is still flowing freely. Just a few breaths here. One more inhale. Full exhale. Your inhale, slowly rise to a straight spine. Give yourself a second in case you feel a little dizzy. Ooh, and let that go. Inhale your arms overhead, gaze follows. Exhale, fold down deep. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Shoulder blades drawn together, gaze is slightly forward. Exhale, fold. In this fold, if you like, you can step your legs a little farther apart. Make some room for yourself. Maybe move your belly if it's in the way. Bend into one knee, then the other. Maybe take a hold of opposite elbows and sway side to side. Find what feels good for you. Trying to draw the crown of the head towards the earth. One more inhale. Exhale, release the elbows if you grab them. We'll slowly roll up to mountain, one vertebrae at a time. Head stacks last. Stepping the feet together if you widened your stance. Ground down into those mountain feet. And then when you inhale, lift the heel of the right foot so the toes are still on the mat. When you're ready, raise that right knee up in line with your right hip, keeping the right foot flexed, one leg mountain. Stay here or inhale your arms overhead. Find a non-moving focal point and keep your foot flexed. Just one more breath here. One more inhale. Exhale, release it down. We'll ground down through the right foot. Lift the heel of the left. When you're ready, inhale that knee up in line with the left hip. Stay here or inhale your arms overhead. And keep in mind, you can always place your foot on a block here, or even just tap your toe down every once in a while when needed. All beautiful options. Two more breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, release it down. Again, we'll ground down through the left foot, raising the right heel. Inhale, we lift that right knee up. And as we exhale, we open it out to the right like a gate. And then find our tree placement. Maybe that's at our ankle today. Maybe our shin, maybe our thigh. Maybe you use a block. You can choose your arm variation. And imagine that that left foot is rooted into the earth, that roots are growing down into the ground, keeping you stable. One more inhale. Exhale, release it down. Ground down through the right foot. Inhale, we lift the left knee. And then open it out to the side. Find your placement. And choose your arm variation. Breathing life into your tree. Ooh, I tried to close my eyes. It's okay if your tree moves, right? One more breath here. And exhale, release it. Ooh. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway flat back. We'll plant our hands on those blocks. Then take a big step back with your right foot powering out through the right heel, bending into the left knee, low lunge. You can surround the left foot with the blocks. Nice straight spine. Head and neck are natural extensions of the spine. Breathing into it. Stay here or allow the right knee to come down to the mat. Inhale your arms or your hands to your hips. And you can stay here or on your next inhale, raise them overhead, crescent lunge. If it feels okay, you can gaze at your fingertips. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands down to the blocks. We'll power out through that heel to rise to our lunge, then push off to step forward and fold. Inhale to a flat back. Big step back with the left foot, powering out through the left heel, bending into the right knee, and arranging your blocks around your foot as needed. One more breath here. Stay here or drop the left knee down to the mat. Inhale your hands to your hips. Stay here or inhale the arms overhead. Maybe your gaze follows. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the blocks. Power out through that left heel to rise. Then push off to step forward and fold. Inhale, we rise all the way up. Whew. Okay, now for some fun stuff. Chair pose. I recommend placing a block between your thighs, but if you hate that, that's fine. You don't have to. Just the option. It does help you to engage your glutes and protect your low back. So we're grounding down through our feet. Maybe gentle bend in the knees, belly in, chest out. And as you exhale, imagine you're sinking your hips back into an imaginary chair. You can place your hands on your thighs, you can bring them forward, or you can bring them overhead. Squeezing that block, breathing into it. 2 more breaths here. 1 more. Exhale, release the standing. Keep the block there. We're not done. Give yourself a second. I'm gonna grab a drink of water. All right. Back into that chair. And this time you have the option to take a twist to the right. You could press your palms together, hook your elbow, or you can take your left hand to your right shoulder and your right hand to the small of your back. Just try to keep your knees pointed forward. Breathing into it. One more inhale. Exhale, come back to center and release to standing. Woo. Shake it out if you need to. All right, let's even ourselves out so we don't walk around in circles the rest of the day. Exhale, sink back into that chair. And then option to take a twist to the left. One more inhale. Exhale, release to center and rise. And get rid of that block. Whew. Okay, and we'll turn to face the right side of our mat to the long edge. So you'll face the wall, there you go. And then we'll take a big step out with our right foot, having a nice wide stance, as wide as is comfortable for you. So maybe your ankles are under your wrists. Maybe you want to bring it in. You can always adjust at any time during the sequence. So arms are out to a T, grounding down through our feet, reaching through our fingertips, crown of our head in all 5 directions, 5-pointed star, shining bright. On your next inhale, Rotate your right toes towards the back edge of your mat. And as you exhale, sink into that right knee, warrior two, keeping your shoulders stacked over your hips, gazing over the right hand, breathing into it. One more inhale. Exhale. We'll reverse our warrior, releasing our back hand, flipping the front palm, sweeping it up. There you go. Still bending into that knee. Maybe gazing at the right hand. Two more breaths here. Inhale back to warrior two. Ooh, my right leg is burning. Just a few more breaths here. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Reach forward with the right hand and release it down to your thigh, to your shin, or a block for triangle. Stacking the shoulders. Maybe bringing the left hand to the small of the back or raising it overhead, spiraling the torso open. Maybe gazing at that hand if it's in the air. Just a few breaths here. One more inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, carefully rise back up to your warrior two. As you exhale, bend into that knee again. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Woo! Turn the right toes towards the long edge of the mat, back to the five-pointed star. Big breath in. Full breath out. Bring your hands to your hips. And as we exhale, we'll fold forward with a flat back. You can place your hands on the ground underneath your shoulders, or maybe even use blocks here. Taking a few breaths in our flat back. On your next exhale, fold. Make this fold your own, so you could bend into one knee and then the other, or walk your hands back. Maybe grab opposite elbows, draw figure eights with them. See what your body's asking for here. One more inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back under your shoulders, coming back to that flat back. Then bring your hands to your hips. And as we inhale, we'll rise up to standing with that flat back. Whew. Inhale your arms out to a T. Then we'll turn our toes to face the front of the mat, our left toes. Sorry, you need to know which ones, don't you? And as we exhale, we'll bend into that left knee. Warrior two. One more inhale. Full exhale. Reverse your warrior, dropping the backhand, flipping the front palm, sweeping it up overhead. Maybe the gaze follows to that left hand. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, releasing your shoulders down from your ears. If this is a lot on your arms, you can always put your hands on your hips. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Reach forward with the left hand and release it down to your thigh, your shin, or a block for triangle. Stacking your shoulders. Maybe your right hand's on the small of your back, or maybe you raise it up into the air and your gaze follows. Two more breaths here. Your next inhale, slowly rise back up to your warrior two. Bending into that front knee for just a few more breaths. Building that leg strength. One more inhale. Full exhale. Straighten that front leg. Release your arms to your sides, and then we'll pivot the toes of the right foot towards the front of the mat. We'll push off to step forward. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Plant your hands on the blocks. We'll take a step back with the right foot about 2 feet, landing it at a 45-degree angle for pyramid. You could have your heels in line, or you can have a wider stance here for better support. Do what works best for you. We'll stay with the flat back for just a few breaths. You can stay here or on your next exhale, fold. If you chose to fold, inhale to a flat back. Then we'll start to shift the weight out of the back heel into the toes. You'll notice your body shifting forward. So walk your blocks forward to keep them under your shoulders as your weight shifts out of that back foot. Then when you're ready and just your tiptoes are touching down, inhale, raise that right foot up for warrior three, flexing the foot, pressing the heel back as if you're trying to press into a wall behind you. Your hands can stay on the blocks, or you can take your arms behind you, airplane arms, or maybe press them together at your heart. But using the blocks is beautiful too. One more breath here. And release it down and fold. Inhale, rising to your flat back. Now we'll step back with the left foot about 2 feet, landing it at a 45-degree angle. You can reposition your blocks as needed. Maybe surrounding the right foot, just a little in front of them though, maybe. Keeping your hands under your shoulders. Take a big inhale. Stay here or fold on the exhale. Chose to fold. Inhale, rise back to that flat back. Then begin to shift the weight out of the left heel into the left toes, walking your blocks forward, keeping them under your shoulders. When you're ready, you can raise that left heel towards the sky, keeping the foot flexed. Stay with the support of the blocks or choose your arm variation. It's your practice. Breathing into your warrior three. One more inhale. Exhale, release it down and fold. Inhale, we'll rise all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. And it is time to come back to our backs. Nice job. Best part, right? Once you're on your back, you can take that same 5-pointed star that we started with, stretching out wide, noticing how it might feel different than when we started now that you're nice and warm. And actually, should have advised you to bring a block with you. So sorry, Elma, because I can't bring you yours. Thank you. Just have a block nearby. Then we'll bring the soles of the feet to the mat with the knees pointed towards the ceiling. Yeah, sorry, I got tongue tied there. And just having that black block, having the block close at hand. Arms are at your sides, setting up for a floating bridge. So maybe walk your heels back towards your bum a little. Ground down through those feet. And on an inhale, lift up the hips towards the sky, rolling the back off the mat. And as you exhale, slowly roll it back down. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, roll it down. 2 more with your own breath. And when you complete those 2 floating bridges, we'll have that block handy. And one more time, we'll inhale, rise, and place the block on the medium or low setting under your sacrum. So right about where the top of your pants are will be where the top of the block is. Supported bridge. You can keep your arms at your side or maybe bring them out to a T with your palms up. Enjoying the support and the pressure of the block on your sacrum. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up and your foot into the air. And then allow the other leg to follow for supported shoulder stand. Breathing into it. Just a few more breaths here. Slowly lower one foot back to the mat with the knee bent towards the sky. And then the other coming back to your supported bridge. Bringing your arms to your side, pressing into the forearms. And then inhaling, lifting up, removing that block. Rolling the back flat down to the mat. Stretch your legs long. Wiggle the hips from side to side. Just take a moment here. Bring the soles of your feet back to the mat. Then we'll pick up our right foot and place it on our left knee for figure 4. Allowing the right knee to fall down, maybe using our right hand to press on the right thigh a little, opening it up. If you like, you can interlace your fingers behind your left thigh and raise the leg into the air, or you can stay right here. A few more breaths here. If you chose to raise that leg, go ahead and lower it back down, keeping the figure four. Bring your arms out to a T, palms up. And as you exhale, I'll take a twist to the left, bringing the sole of the right foot to the ground, or you can place a block under it or a bolster. Trying to square your shoulders towards the mat. Maybe gazing at the right hand if that feels okay. One more inhale. Full exhale. Inhale the knees back up to center. And then we'll release the right foot, bringing it to the mat. And we'll take the left foot and place it on top of the right knee. And you can use your left hand to open up that thigh if you like. And you can stay here, interlace your fingers behind your right thigh, and raise that leg into the air. One more inhale. Exhale. Release the leg down if you choose to raise it. Staying in the figure four. Arms come out to a T, palms up. Big breath in. As you exhale, take a twist to the right. So the left foot comes to the ground, a block or a bolster. And if it feels okay, you can gaze at the left hand. One more inhale. Big exhale. Inhale back to center. Release the left foot to the mat. Draw the knees into the chest. Giving yourself a hug. And then allow them to drop to one side. And push yourself up to a seat. And we'll bring our soles of our feet together in front of us for bound angle. Inhale, nice tall spine. And exhale, walk yourself forward with a flat back. If you like, you can hold on to your ankles, but try not to pull yourself too much. Nice gentle fold. Head and neck are a natural extension of the spine, so we're not rounding here. We're just keeping a flat back. One more inhale. Exhale. Slowly walk yourself back up. We'll bring our legs wide like a big piece of pizza. Keeping the feet flexed. Inhale, nice tall spine. Exhale, walk yourself forward with a flat back. A few breaths here. Maybe on your exhale, you sink a little more. Maybe stay right where you are. One more big breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Inhale, walk yourself back up. Ooh. We'll swing our legs behind us and come to our bellies. Once you're on your belly, cactus your arms, tenting your fingers, setting up for baby cobra. Tops of the feet are flat on the mat. As we inhale, we're going to use the strength of our back to rise up through our head, neck, and chest. And as we exhale, we'll lower back down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower. Do it one more time. Maybe this time you raise your fingertips up off the ground. When you lower back down, stack your palms in front of you, bringing your elbows out to the side. You can allow your big toes to touch and your heels to splay out as you rest your head on your palms, or actually the backs of your hands. In your next inhale, reach your arms long in front of you. Legs are long behind you. Alternating Superman. So engaging through your core, we'll lift our right hand and our left leg on an inhale. And as we exhale, we release them down. Inhale, lifting left arm, right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, down. 2 more on each side with your own breath. Last one. When you finish, you can stack your palms, coming back to that crocodile. This time, maybe bend your knees and allow your legs to wiper side to side. And allow your feet to come back to the mat. We'll inhale our arms out in front of us again. Full Superman. This time, when we inhale, we'll raise up with both arms and both legs. And we'll stay here for a few breath cycles, engaging the core. If you sink a little as you exhale, just pick right back up on that inhale. Just 2 more breaths. You got it. Last one. And exhale, release it down. Back to your crocodile. This time, maybe the toes go to the outside of the mat and the heels come in. See how that feels. Your next inhale, push yourself up to tabletop. Then we'll take our knees wide on the mat and shift our hips back for child's pose. Allowing the forehead to sink to the mat or a block. Keeping a nice straight spine. Just taking a few breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can come to either corpse pose on your back or whatever position you prefer for your Shavasana. And that can be on your belly, your side. You can stay seated. It's your Shavasana, so do what works for you. If there's any props you would like that you don't have, just let me know. Dim the lights and enjoy your Shavasana. Light is always light, no matter the vessel. Do not put pressure on yourself to shine in a specific form. Light can be big, small, loud, or a whisper, but it is always light. Allow your light to take its own shape and shine in its own way. When we embody our unique light, we have the power to bring healing energy and clarity to any situation. Light allows us to see things for what they are so that we may proceed with understanding, compassion, and grace. We can navigate our journey with much more confidence when we see the world through the light we shine on it. Begin to bring your awareness back to your body, finding small movements, maybe wiggling your fingers, your toes, or circling your wrists and your ankles, finding whatever movement feels good. When you're ready, draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And then allow the knees to drop to one side, coming to fetal position, using your bicep as a pillow. One last moment of stillness. When you're ready, and not a moment sooner, push yourself to a comfortable seated position. We'll press our palms together at our heart center, Anjali Mudra. Close our eyes. Take a moment to thank yourself for being here, for showing up for you, and prioritizing your self-care. When we take care of ourselves, we're better able to help those we love and take care of them. Together, take a big breath in through the nose. Big open mouth exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you, and it was a wonderful joy to practice with you. And until next time, may you be happy, may you be healthy and strong, may you be peaceful, and may you be free. Thank you.